We're here for our spin of the week. Is that what we want to call it? Spinato Spin. And what can we do? We can talk about something I thought was very interesting that's happened over the last few days. I kind of had a better understanding of what was going on uh, in terms of decision making and actually getting motivated to buy something. They're kind of, if you will, they're very much tied together. You see, there's three steps you can go through when you go to buy anything or you go to really try to influence anyone. It really comes down to three basic reasons why you buy or why you don't buy. It's called emotional reasons to buy and logical reasons to buy now. That's what it is. Emotional reasons to buy now and logical reasons to buy now. And then also there is dominating reasons to avoid buying now. Okay? Now think of the psyche of that. You started with emotions because we usually, if not always, but most of the time, we buy on emotions. We buy based on emotions. Then we justify it with logic. How many times have you bought something and said, oh my God, why did I buy that? It's because your emotions took over. Well, understand this when it comes to decision making, in a way, you're buying something. You're buying into a decision. You're buying into a certain course that you're going to take. Well, decision making, when you look at it and you study it real close, what you're doing is you're taking yourself through a few steps. It's just that it's the reverse of what you're actually doing. It's the reverse of using your emotions and then the logic. When you make a decision, you can't really be a successful decision maker if you first make it on emotion. Emotion's not going to bring you to a better decision. The idea is to make a better decision. You make a better decision when you use two halves of a real good system for making a better decision. You ask these two questions, and the question is either yes or no. And if there's a no on either one of those questions, your job or your best plan of action is to rethink and go back and make a better decision. Now, here's the concept real simple. Two questions, real simple, real basic. But boy, they're sharp. And boy, they really get to the heart of the matter. The first one is you got to use your head, right? So, therefore, you're going to ask a logical question. Here's your decision, okay? Let's pretend you've made your decision. Now you go back and check it to see how and understand your process of making that decision. Number one, is it filling or meeting a real need? Do I really need this? The second, here's the way it goes. It goes all in one question. Is it meeting a real need? Okay. Have I informed myself of options? And have I thought it through? That's one question. If there's a no in any part of that question, you got to go back and rethink it again. This is the first part of it. It's logic now, it's not emotion. Let's listen to it one more time. Is it meeting a real need? Is it something I really want? Have I informed myself of my options? Have I done my due diligence to say, well, there's other things I could be doing. What are they? And then the third one is, have I walked myself through it? Have I thought it through? Good example of that is, after I do this, what is the most likely thing to happen? If I make a decision to eat this apple or drink 10 beers tonight, what is the most obvious thing that's going to happen? And then you ask yourself even one more question to prove that you really thought it through. You say, then what? Now that I'm in the situation I am after all that, and I understand the results of it, then what's going to happen? You thought it through. Am I going to buy the car? Yeah, then what? You bought the car. Now what's going to happen? You're going to have bills to pay. You're going to pay for it all in cash. or maybe you won't have any money left in your bank account. Those are the steps you have to walk yourself through. You can't cheat on this. It's almost like an airline pilot, right? When he's going, before he goes up in the air, he's going to fly a plane. He doesn't get away. He doesn't get away with making mistakes. He can make a mistake on the ground, but once he's up in the air and he realizes he made mistakes while he's on the ground, there's a good chance he's going to crash. Well, that's the way it is with making good decisions or making better decisions. Don't allow yourself to crash. The second part, we're kind of going to wrap it up here, and it's a great subject, and it applies to anything in life, because making better decisions usually means you're going to have a better life. I think anyone can agree with that. The second part is you consult your heart. You ask yourself really deep, private questions. And it goes like this. Here's number one. Not even private questions. Just one question all rolled in one. And the answer is either yes or no. First one, real simple, real basic. Am I telling myself the truth? Am I being honest with myself? Have I trusted my intuition? And does my decisions show that I deserve better? You see, you're looking at yourself and you're saying, okay, I made this decision. Now let's just see where I'm at with it. All right. Number one, am I being honest with myself? If I trusted my intuition, and does it show that I deserve better? Can't say yes to all three of those. Then you got to go back and rethink it. You got to say, well, maybe I really wasn't being honest with myself. Why? Find out why you weren't being honest with yourself. Find out what it was that held you back from making that decision, without being honest. Then intuition. Intuition's a little hazy, but let's get right to it. Number one, indecision or tuition. Intuition means that have you been there before? What's your gut telling you? And the last one, we're going to wrap it up right here, is do you deserve better? Is it show that you really deserve better? Do you deserve better than eating a gallon of ice cream tonight? Maybe you think you do, but do you really believe that you deserve better? And does that decision show that you deserve better? Let's look at that for a minute. Let's just see how much time we got left. I think we're just about done. And, yeah, and that's about it. But that's really a great concept to chew on. Buying and decision making. One goes the other way, emotions first, because that's what takes over. But that's the challenge of making a good decision. Don't let your emotions crowd out your logic when you make a decision. I hope that helped you, and I hope you have a great night, and take care and stay cool. Bye-bye, everyone.